Why was the Renegade Musician ebook written? Why was it a crucial addition to our product portfolio at Music Entrepreneur HQ? Why did I write it, and who is it for? All this and more in this episode of the New Music Industry Podcast.
You're listening to the New Music Industry with David Andrew Wiebe.
Hey, it's David Andrew. It's time to go behind the scenes of the Renegade Musician ebook and digital magazine bundle. This bundle officially became available on April 1st, 2021, and not as an April Fool's joke. It's interesting because I have a bit of a history with April 1 releases. My second book, The Essential Guide to Music Entrepreneurship, also came out on April 1st in 2018. That also wasn't an April Fool's joke, even though it would be exactly like me to play a bit of a trick on you. In previous episodes, I've already read the introduction and offered an overview of what you can expect to learn in each chapter of the Renegade Musician. So in this episode, I'll give you a bit of an insider's perspective on the new bundle, why I wrote the new ebook, who it's for, what it means to step out of the shadow of the old music career model, and so on. Why I wrote the Renegade Musician ebook. At the end of February, I created the Renegade Musician digital magazine. I gave away a few copies and some people enjoyed it. I thought about making the Renegade Musician digital magazine a series, and that would mean putting together new installments of it regularly. Maybe not once every month, but at least once every quarter. Though the digital magazine did okay, it wasn't a runaway success, so I didn't necessarily think it would be the best use of my time to create future issues. I was planning to archive the March issue on April 1st anyway, so that could have been the end of it. But then I realized something. If I deleted the offer, all the links I built up to it would become broken links, and then I'd have to fix those. That would be a significant time loss and not a task I'm likely to prioritize despite it being kind of a pain. That's when it occurred to me that I could replace the digital magazine with an ebook. And of course, the idea to bundle the two was soon to follow. I ended up writing, editing, and formatting the new ebook at over 8,000 words in just 4 days. Certainly, I was under a bit of a time crunch by the time I had realized I was going to action this plan, but to my surprise, an important message poured out of me as I was writing, a message of artist empowerment. I didn't write this ebook to add another product to my portfolio. Music Entrepreneur HQ and Content Marketing Musician are already home to multiple ebooks, books, courses, and coaching programs. I wrote it because I was compelled to write it. In the past, I've written logic-minded how-to guides like the Music Entrepreneur Code, and I'm proud of that work, but this was something different. It shares some similarities with the Essential Guide to Music Entrepreneurship in that it revolves around mindset. But I've evolved quite a bit as a writer, thinker, and coach since then. So from the opening paragraph, you will find that this book is a no-holds-barred, no BS, harsh truth book that shamelessly calls you out and points to you as a solution to all your problems. Who is the Renegade Musician for? Nobody said artist empowerment would be easy. It sounds good. It feels good. But at its core is tough love because let's face it, we don't grow without stretching. Every routine gets stale if you adhere to it long enough. Just like with working out, if you want to keep growing your muscles, you've got to put in the effort and keep your muscles guessing. And that's why the Renegade Musician ebook is all about harsh truths and tough love. It expands your thinking. It holds a mirror up to you and has you look at the possibilities of setting new personal standards in your life. Whether it's right or wrong isn't part of the conversation, because no matter how well researched we are, we can all be wrong at times. We can all have gaps in our knowledge. Maybe we consistently mispronounce a word. Maybe we mistake the Lydian mode for the Mixolydian mode. Perhaps we have bad personal habits that gross other people out, but they're just too afraid to say it. This is what it means to be human, so don't be down on yourself, but realize that we can keep setting higher standards for ourselves and our teams. Getting others on board isn't always easy, but the main thing to remember is that it always starts with you. So, the Renegade Musician is for you if you're ready to hear some harsh truth. It's for you if you could see yourself rising to new personal standards. It's for you if you could see yourself growing, expanding, and going beyond in every aspect of your life, not just your music career. Conversely, if you can't see yourself doing any of those things, this is the wrong resource for you. You would probably be better served with an easy read like The Essential Guide to Music Entrepreneurship or the Music Entrepreneur Code. Stepping out of the shadow of the old music career model. So what does it mean to step out of the shadow of the old music career model? Why is this important? Well, we all know that things are constantly shifting, and it's not just technology. In the last year or so, social norms and behaviors can change rapidly due to crisis. In 2019 or early 2020, being a musician meant one thing. In 2021, even though you might have the occasional gig or live stream, it means something else. Music is not any less important here in 2021 than it was in 2020 or 2019. That's a point I hammer home in The Renegade Musician. That said, we can't rely on the infrastructure of the past. Denial and avoidance seem to be how even record labels, never mind artists, are dealing with this. But we must get past that. Artist empowerment means so much more than that. It also means to let go of stereotypes and cliches, the way things used to be, the devaluing of music, the exploitation of the artist. As I see it, there's an opportunity to reset, to rewrite the rules, to step into a new dimension. It could be scary and uncomfortable stepping into this new dimension at first, but I can envision a reality where artists are all rewarded more than fairly for their work. And that's what it means to step out from the shadow of the old music career model. So if you're ready to be challenged, if you're ready to be empowered, if you're ready to set new personal standards, you can either head on over to gum.co/renegade musician or musicentrepreneurhq.com/renegade to pick up your copy of the Renegade Musician Bundle. This has been episode 234 of the New Music Industry Podcast. I'm David Andrew Wiebe, and I look forward to seeing you on the stages of the world.
Thank you for listening. Music in this episode was brought to you by Brian Young. Wherever you're listening to this right now, please consider leaving a 5-star review and comment to help us get the word out about the podcast.